during these last two games, what are teams doing differently to you, both offensively and defensively, just in terms of how they're adjusting to the way you guys play?
Yeah, I think it has just as much to do with what we've stopped doing to be successful versus what they've been doing. To start with that, I think we stopped playing as physical as we did to start the year. We stopped going to the glass as hard, and we stopped competing on defense. So at the end of the day, it's more about what we do. They've done a few things here and there, shrink the court, bring two of the ball sometime, and then they've just been out toughing us a lot.
And I guess for either of you guys, how much of that is, I don't want to say natural, you play 30 plus games, there are going to be games where maybe for whatever reason the juice isn't quite what you want it to be, and how do you, I guess, process that when everything you do is about 100% maximum go and all that?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's a hard conference. It's the best conference in America, and every game you got to bring it, or else something like that can happen, especially on the road. And the hardest thing is consistency and bringing that. But we can control our effort. That should be 100% every game. So we control the things we can, especially on the road, and hope for the best.
When you say not competing defensively, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, I mean, just not competing to the level that we did to start the year. Whether that be chasing down rebounds, we gave up a lot of offense rebounds last game, whether it be getting back in transition, gave up a lot of transition baskets, and just a lot of things that we weren't doing at the start of the year. And you could make up a whole bunch of reasons why that is, but it's just all of it.
How, I mean, obviously that's important for any defense, but how much more critical is it the way you guys play that that's not at the ceiling that things are going to get sideways?
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously what we hang our hat on, and a lot of our offense comes from our defense, and without that, you can see that we're not moving the ball as well on offense, we're not playing in transition, and also it gives us confidence. We can get easy baskets, and then Coach always says, make stops on defense, your offense will go better. So I think that's the whole part of why we haven't been playing as well as we have been lately.
Dom, for you, now that you've had about 5-6 games in Big 12 play, how did you describe the physicality, and how do you feel like that has forced you or motivated you to step up your game?
Yeah, it's a whole different level compared to the non-conference game. So I think everybody has to take a step up and play up to our standards. Every possession matters. So yeah, we got to be physical and control what we can control.
Nate, how would you describe the last 48 hours for you guys? How have you guys responded since taking the second loss in a row?
Yeah, I mean, I think today's practice showed we responded in a good way. After that Kansas game, our practice still wasn't where it needed to be, and today it felt like it was a lot better, and that's a good step going into the next game. I think we're going into the game with a little more confidence. Last game, we're still a little shaky, but I think going forward, the meeting with Coach yesterday was great, so I feel good.
Are you feeling teams on their defense back in the paint more the last 3-4 games?
Yeah, I mean, they're just playing, they've watched enough film to know what to do, and I think that's something we can look at too, but we just got to adjust. Like the whole year, we have 30-some games, you got to adjust. We can't just keep doing the same thing that we did, because teams are going to adjust, so they're doing little things here and there.
What is the adjustment for you guys? Is it shoot the three better, or what? I mean, just what are you doing?
I think the biggest thing is get the ball popping around, getting everybody touches, and I think that opens the court for everybody. When we try to force things, that's when they can just converge on one guy. So when we get the ball moving, when we take the ball deep into the shot clock, I think that's when we can actually get everybody involved, and then they can't just key on one or two guys.
Dom, you guys win all those games at the start of the season, and then for you, what's it been like to be around this team, this environment after a couple losses?
I mean, it's always great to be around the guys. We got a great group of guys. We're together at every point of the day. Of course, it's not nice to lose, but it's an opportunity to learn and get better.
How do you feel like you've seen, the response the last 48 hours as Nate's talking about practices and stuff?
As Heise said, practice today was very tough. We played up to our standards, very physical on every single possession. We hit bodies, we went to the board, and we did what we have to do to win games.
Nate, listening to you speak, there's a sense of confidence, but also a sense of accountability over the last week or so. How important is it for someone like you, who wears the captain's name, to kind of hold the team accountable during this lull that you guys have been in?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I've gone through stretches like this in my career. I've lost 2-3 games in a row, and just that experience, knowing you come out of it. Like you always come out of it, and when you kind of hang your head, that's when it can keep going, loss after loss after loss. But just with me, JJ, Taman, Milan, and Coach, just working together to, move forward. And I think that, losses are going to happen. Like you're just not gonna. The season ain't over. We lost 2 games, so I think we do have a lot of confidence moving forward.
You mentioned the practice after Kansas, then the practice after Cincinnati being a little bit different, seeing more of what you guys would like to after the loss at Cincinnati. What changed in practice to see the response that you wanted to?
It was all comes down to just competitiveness. I think we got back into when you win 16 games, you kind of can take the foot off the gas in practice because you just keep winning. And when you get smacked in the face, we have the last couple of games. I think when we bring it in practice, that translates 100% to the court. And when we did bring it in practice, you show that we slipped in some areas that we weren't earlier in the year.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.